Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, we can be a bit slower today, no rush. We shall just have a play with the cards and see what, I wanted to say what's on their mind, what's on the card's mind. Okay, got Lily who's just come down from the window. She knows as soon as I turn this camera on. Okay, we're going to use the Tarot Mucha. Hi. It's a bit dull and dismal. I want to say outside today. It's very dark out there. Okay, let's have a look at what the cards want to say today. It was an awesome reading yesterday. Okay, we've got memories of love here, but I feel here this is about coming down to children's level. I feel here it's about, I don't want to say like our bullying tactics as adults, okay, because we're bigger. I mean, do you not remember when you were little looking up at somebody, you know, and thinking like, I remember thinking that like 30 was like really old. So, and they're just these really big beings. And it's just this masculine here. He's actually coming down to the children's level. So I feel here as if not coming across as being intimidating or using that power. He wants to kind of be on the same level with children, as in with communication skills. I did feel, first of all, he might be trying to explain something to these children, but I felt as if he was kind of trying to look at it from their perspective. That's perfect to say, look at it from a child's perspective. Okay, how a little one would look at a situation or look at the world. So being the Six of Cups, memories of love, this could be remembering what it was like to be a child and maybe to be intimidated by adults. Okay, let's carry on. Well, it seems to just want to stay there on its own. It's like it wants to head the reading. So let's leave it there. So I feel as if this masculine energy has a really good way of communicating with children, as in getting, you know, onto their level of understanding, of perception. We've got the Hangman. This means that I feel it is the masculine energy here. The masculine energy is pausing, so he's not making any kind of sudden movements. The universe has pulled him out to pause so that he can become enlightened. If he's hanging upside down, it kind of most definitely brings him to their level. Okay, so the universe has pulled the masculine energy kind of out of adulthood, and it feels like it's to experience being a child again through the eyes of a child. Okay, there's a feminine here. It is I was going to say it's a magician. It's actually the Fool. This is about having a very light-hearted, energetic spirit. I feel here as this is the masculine actually watching maybe the feminine energy and how she interacts with children. This light-heartedness, carefree, which we really do kind of. I was hanging out with quite a lot of, do we call them teenagers? Well, they're under 20, I believe, but over 16. Okay, and the concerns that these guys are carrying, okay, the cares that they have on their shoulders, you can just see it. And you only need to speak to them to kind of hear their attitude, their perception on life. So this is about kind of having, to some degree, about being carefree. Then we have a Page of Pentacles. Reminds me of a genie here. And we've got Justice. Okay. I'm not sure what these other two cards are. I do feel like I want to put them to the side here and put these two to the side. Let's work. This may be two stories. The Page of Pentacles is about planning, projects, maybe youth projects, very important at the moment. I personally feel is kind of having a look at our youths, especially the ones that are kind of left to their own devices. Left to their own devices, which normally means technology. Okay, which in a way is their communication skills. I found yesterday tolerance. There did not seem to be any tolerance or understanding with each other. It was a kind of there was a power struggle going on. Okay, we've got the Queen of Cups. Now, I said that I felt as if the masculine was watching the feminine energy, kind of in her nurturing, loving, carefree state. And then we have the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel here as if the feminine is very much going solo here. Most definitely sharing the light. And then I feel as if the masculines are now down. When I say they're down, what was coming through is not being highly strung. He wants to kind of come down to this mellow level. Okay, I'm going to have a look at the other side. So we have a masculine here. I felt like he was a genie. That's quite nice because what I felt was coming through, I don't know the name of the charity. Is it Make-A-Wish Foundation? It's when you can help children who are terminally ill to kind of have a wish before their transition. And that was kind of like the projects that was kind of shouting out here. To help children who are less fortunate. It's like about helping to make children's wishes come true. We've got Justice here. I'm not feeling much from this card at the moment. It's very interesting reading. Let's carry on. Now we have a masculine who's working on projects, I want to say. It very much feels like mobiles. Maybe it is a mobile project. Something that can be taken around, like wherever you go. That's the kind of perfect. Like with me, I just need to take me and everything else kind of comes with me. It's like I am the component that needs to be there. So I don't really have to worry about it, just kind of, it's on the move, it's always with me. And I felt here, it was a mobile, as if like a cot mobile hanging from the tree. I'm feeling wind chimes, enchanted forests, a magical place for children. What do you think? Okay. I think we might be lending on this one. Nine of Cups, it came out yesterday. I believe it was yesterday it came out. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. But again, there's a feminine here, very much looking like the Destiny card. Just waiting for that wheel to turn. I do feel as if the feminine is kind of doing her project solo. And I feel as if the Divine Masculine wants to kind of come down to this level as well, this level of work. Okay. We're going to have to most definitely work on this reading. Let's have a look at what the bottom of the deck is. Offering love, the Divine Masculine here. It does look like he's in some kind of carnival. Like he's prepared. He's put in the work. there's that kind of energy of he's not fully dressed, so it doesn't really matter. It's like everything that he needs is found within. It's contained within inside of him. He just needs to share it. Okay. I'm going to quickly show you just how the cards are laid out on the table so you can see. So here is the Six of Cups, this memories of love, but I do feel as if it's the masculine here coming down to these children's level. We have the Hangman, who's looking actually at the Divine Feminine's feet here. So we've had this come up about wanting to follow in her footsteps, and there is this carefree energy that's radiating from the Divine Feminine. I did feel as if maybe she had a violin, but there's no strings, so I want to say that she's not highly strung. But it did look like a bow there for a violin. We have the masculine here who's actually watching the Divine Feminine's kind of footsteps, wanting to follow in her footsteps. And then we have the Divine Feminine here sitting as the Queen of Cups on her throne. And here she is with the Destiny card, waiting. The time is running out here. It's like she's waiting for a team player. On this side, we do have the masculine, I feel, working on projects, or at least thinking about them. It's not a knight. We have a knight offering love here, but not a knight offering a secure offer. So this is kind of putting it into practice. And then with Justice, I feel that this could be the way that the Divine Masculine really does balance out his giving and receiving. Maybe he's been taking too much and he needs to give back to society. Working on projects here. Things that he feels is going to be beneficial and worthwhile, worth his time and effort. So the Divine Masculine here is working. He's got a mallet here. Reminds me of kind of whack-a-mole. So I'm not sure what that's about, but we have a mallet here, and then we have the feminine. I want to say with the feminine here, it is this kind of waiting energy that we had yesterday. But I believe that she's maybe wondering, oops, sorry Lily, managed to scoot her completely off of my lap. I believe she is wondering what the Divine Masculine is up to. Or this could be the Divine Masculine wondering what the Divine Feminine's going to think to maybe his projects or plans. But he's definitely putting some work here. Some effort has been made. Everyday Tarot. Let's clarify. Delve in a bit more into this story. I think we might read. Okay, let's start with the Six of Cups. The Hangman. From a child's perspective, the Divine Masculine here most definitely has been pulled out. That's like double Hangman. Maybe he's playing with children, the game Hangman. Okay. Not quite literally, but you know, when you have to guess the word and you kind of do all the posts, and you know, you've got to kind of solve the clues. Well, it's not even clues, is it? It's putting the word together piece by piece, the answer. Okay, let's move on because I'm not sure where we're going here. So we've got the Hangman who is looking at the children, wanting to talk with the children, trying to come down to their level, see it from their perspective, Let's clarify the Hangman again. The Tower and the Seven of Swords. We have a feminine who is falling from the tower. She is on her own. I feel as if this is not the Divine Feminine, unless this is a shock to her system that she finds out, because here she is wondering what the Divine Masculine's up to. This is whether or not a shock to the Divine Feminine system when she actually finds out what the Divine Masculine has been doing, because he's been working away from home. There's something a little bit sneaky here. He's not been really telling people about his plans. He's been trying his hardest not to get maybe busted, caught. I don't think that there's anything malicious going on. I think that the Divine Masculine has been working on, or at least thinking about, some projects he would like to get his hands into. Okay. Or he's hands-on. He wants to be hands-on. Okay. So we have the Hangman who is watching the Divine Feminine as she's in her glory, I want to say. This carefree energy. Let's see what wants to come out to clarify the Fool. Well, straight away, that's the universe is offering the Divine Feminine the abundance. And I want to say offering her the abundance so that she can pursue her projects, dreams, and the people that she's wanting to help. And it's like Divine will provide the resources so that once you kind of let go of money struggles or feeling as if you're trapped and that you are not able to be beneficial to society, and you understand that all your worth lies within, all you need is you, packed lightly, maybe a bit of music and a hop, skip and a jump in your step, and you're on the right path, you're on the way. Okay, you might look like you're acting like a fool, but the Divine delivers. Now we have the Masculine. I don't know what these cards are underneath, so let's just take them one at a time. The Masculine now is having a look at the cup. So he's looking at other options. He still has his arms folded here, but he's looking. Not sure if he wants to touch it yet. Two of Wands. This brings in with this next row of energy with the Divine Feminine. It's working alone here. So partial success this card can mean. Meaning you feel as if there's just something missing from the equation. Even though I want to say the Divine Feminine's wholly there. So she is there completely. There's just this wanting a team player, like I said. Wanting help, a helping hand. If you're having fun when you're working on projects and helping to most definitely inspire our young ones, you kind of want someone to share that with sometimes at the end of the day, because it can feel so rewarding. And then to have somebody actually be part of that and enjoy in the feeling that that brings to all parties involved. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. It's a companion. And then we have the Hermit. Okay, with the Divine Masculine, the Star, she is still in that lantern. The Divine Masculine is still observing the Divine Feminine, watching her footsteps very closely. But again, it is in the dark here. Okay, so let's move on to that all came out with the Fool. Let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. This motherly, nurturing, creative energy here. I feel as if she is a team player. Unconditional love. It's like the penny drops. The Divine Feminine understands her role of being a provider of unconditional love. Okay. I feel here it's about keeping the flow going. Then we have the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel the Divine Feminine is kind of, she's hanging on, resting maybe, but she is hanging on to this wheel here, or reef, There's poppies on there, so it does remind me of remembrance. Comes in with the Six of Cups. Remembering what love is. Remembering childhood dreams, visions, or maybe just remembering what it was like to be a child. I feel here this is about supporting children. It doesn't have to be your own children. This is about giving our youths the support that they, I believe they very much need, the guidance and support, and a loving heart and hands. Okay. Communication, things happen quickly. So seeing as this is the Wheel of Fortune, it does mean that that wheel is going to turn. There's a windmill in the background, so we just maybe need a bit of wind. It's about a cat having the wind up their tail when they just all of a sudden go kind of into a cranky moment and they're just like darting around. You know what I'm talking about if you have a cat. It's got the wind up its tail, okay? It's just acting out of behaviour. And I feel that there's a shock aspect here maybe for the Divine Feminine. First of all, I felt that it wasn't the Divine Feminine, but I felt that it was the Divine Masculine taking parental control rather than maybe another mother figure that's in the picture. And he was kind of taking control of the upbringing of these children or the guidance. It may be that he's been kind of working behind the scenes, but I believe that he's openly going to be very supportive and showing this. But coming back to, I believe it's the Divine Feminine, she might have the shock of her life when she finds out if there's communication. Looks like it's coming in here. It could be that the Divine Masculine just has this urge to want to talk about plans, discuss with the Divine Feminine, especially if she's on the same page or if he's on the same page as her or level. Clicky shoulder. Let's move on to this other side. I don't think I'm reading from that book. We've got the Page of Pentacles, projects, plans, permission. Permission? So this very much could be charity work. If you're needing permission, okay, then it's going to be quite a big project. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. That's about completions, new beginnings. The Moon. I felt as if the Divine Masculine does want to talk to somebody about it. He's got two different colour shoes on, or socks, which I believe he wants to have a look. He would like the opinion of another person. He's most definitely trying to be in someone else's shoes. Okay, so just looking at it from that different perspective, but with the Moon card here, I feel he does want to talk about these hidden ideas. It feels there isn't the confidence here so much with the Divine Masculine to come forth. The underlying energy is he looks like he's prepared to bear all, so to be vulnerable. Well, maybe not all, he does have his jeans on here, but he's kind of topless. Justice card. The High Priestess. The Justice with the High Priestess, understanding about this giving and receiving. That's the Divine Feminine's energy here. And she is having a look. That wasn't really how it was. Let me just show you. So she's having a look at the kind of secret, the plan, although we can't see his pentacle. So I feel here it's maybe time for the Divine Masculine to speak up about any plans he may have. I feel as if it's he wants to speak to the Divine Feminine about it. Here he's been busy working on whatever it is that he's been, well, he's been hanging around, because we've got the Hangman showing its face twice. So there has been some work going on behind the scenes. It's like you feel the Divine Masculine's been inactive. Yes, to some point that's true, but he's been thinking, and maybe secretly planning. He might have himself a little project book. She was reversed. He's planning on mending a broken heart, healing past pain. So his project most definitely is about moving on from past events of the past. So helping people to move on from challenging times. King of Swords, he looks like the Queen of Swords here. The Divine Masculine could be generating maybe quite a lot of he might be coming across a few acquaintances that require his help, and he's very aware that he can help them to move on. I have the Divine Feminine here, like I felt, was waiting, wondering what the Divine Masculine's up to. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is here, but it was in reverse. So, which makes me feel as if, because the Divine Feminine is, I want to say, more sure of her mission work than what the masculine energy is at the moment. This doesn't burden her down. It just kind of flows. It comes easily. Okay, working. So it's not really a concern of the Divine Feminines about getting her head down on her craft. That just kind of flows now. So there is in this, it's the element of catch up again. The Divine Feminine can rest, recover. So I do believe help is coming. It feels very much as if the Divine Feminine doesn't have to do it all alone. And this doesn't feel as if the Divine Feminine is stumped by this being alone. I feel it's more, when did it say about the Divine Masculine needed some rocket fuel? Okay. With the cat having the wind up its tail. Something gives the Divine Masculine a bit of a shifty on here. And he still looks like he's following it in the Divine Feminine's footsteps. Okay. Let's clarify with some. Let's clarify. Well, they always clarify. Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. Let's see what card wants to come out. It's going to be interesting to see how the cards bring the story together. But I have all the confidence that it will. It always does. Footloose is coming through. I so want to sing, but I'm not going to. But Footloose. Thriving. This is a beautiful card. The Divine Masculine, I believe, is thriving. African Savannah. In the African Savannah lives the Tree of Life. I believe it's called the Baobab tree. B-A-O-B-A-B tree. Baobab tree. This is a prehistoric species that predates humans. It is over 200 million years old. It has adapted, survived, and thrived in a harsh environment where so many other species have gone extinct. The baobab can live up to 5,000 years and can reach almost 100 feet tall. It is a succulent, which means that in the rainy season it absorbs and stores water in an enormous trunk. This water helps it produce a nutrient-dense fruit in the dry season, when the land is parched and arid. These remarkable plants provide shelter, food, and water for both animals and humans. It is one of the only plants in the world that doesn't drop its fruits where it would spoil. It stays on the branch where it dries out. When picked, the fruit has a 3-year shelf life. That magic number of 3. That's interesting. Okay. So we're talking about the tree of life here, the wisdom. Interesting how it said it can reach almost 100 feet tall. It can feel quite intimidating, I imagine, that tree. If it doesn't lose its fruit, it just dries out. And then that fruit's good for 3 years afterwards. It's a rare find. Okay, so the sacred landscape wants you to know, excuse me, didn't feel like any words were going to come out. I actually felt like I was going to choke on my words. Let's get back to thriving. Comes in with all this rain as well, and it spoke about being a container. Which is what I spoke about. Everything that you need is inside. Okay. The sacred landscape wants you to know, if you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now, that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into the primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overwhelm. Your overwhelm. It's like a well that's just overflowing. Okay. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. It's coming in perfect. Okay. The vitality of the Divine Feminine of the Fool card here. Being encouraged to give. Spoke about the balance of the giving and receiving, excuse me. The hiccups mixed with the burps. We're going to get another one. Patience. Dense fog. Now, we spoke about the fog. What day are we on? Thursday. Are we on Thursday already? Okay. Might have been this week. Spoke about the fog. Thought it was Monday again. I don't know why. But the Divine Masculine coming through the fog, through the winter. Okay, so we've got dense fog with the Patience card. Water represents our emotions, our feelings, our subconscious, and our nocturnal dreams. When the water becomes condensed as fog, we can't see clearly. Fog occurs when the air is cooled to the point at which it cannot hold all the water vapour it contains. Thus, it condenses water vapour, where it is suspended in the air as fog. We can't see what's ahead, and things that look one way in the fog will look another way in the light. However, when you can't perceive what's on the horizon in life, your imagination can surge forward and your sixth sense can be ignited. The sacred landscape wants you to know, in dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still. For now, don't go forward. Wait. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way may in fact be completely different. Be patient. The truth will emerge. In this state of obscured visibility, your imagination and intuition can be sparked. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and inner yearnings can come to fruition. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. I feel this was just for the Divine Feminine's patience. Okay? You don't know, you can't see clearly yet as into what's going on or what's on the horizon. But that's the time to really tap in. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and inner yearnings can come to fruition. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. I picked up on the seemingly random thoughts here with the Divine Feminine here, wondering kind of what the Divine Masculine is up to. And then I had it here again with the Wheel of Fortune, her kind of, it's like waiting for destiny to turn that wheel. Okay, very interesting. Okay, let's move on. I've got the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. I've already chosen some decks. This person's here off on a voyage. Might be of the Hermit card. It's like what you have to kind of collect along the way. There's no kind of shortcuts. These little, it's like when you level up. Okay, with the Hermit. Should we see what the card is? Creation. Wow, it's got the tree here. She Shaman. I will guide you to your muse. The legend. In a time before history, She Shaman walks the earth, bestowing artistic talents on a select few. One day, she rests under a birch tree. Hey, says Birch, I want my muse too. Birch entertains She Shaman for a long time, singing and telling tales. She Shaman smiles. My great friend, you have had your art all along. She vows that from then on she will give everyone their own gift. To this day, She Shaman has never left us. We see her inside every creative work. I feel this is the encouragement of the Divine Feminine to all that she meets, is that you had your skill, your talent within you all the time. Okay. My great friend, you have had your art all along. She vows from then on she will give everyone their own gift. I want to say I'll make them feel it. The motherly, comforting energy of the Divine Feminine. I want to say gives them hope, gives them faith, belief. Okay. Inspiration. Your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. Personal inquiry. Am I waiting for someone's permission to create my life? What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? I believe it all lies within you. You are the components. You are the X factor. Okay. Key ideas: opening to magic, lasting transformation, divine feminine, awakening creativity, finding your muse, and owning your gifts. Keywords: creativity, muse, and magic. Okay, here's the meditation. Open a notebook to a clean page. Close your eyes and imagine She-Shaman standing in the mist, holding out her hand. Follow her into the mist. As you walk, she motions to sit. Ask for her guidance. Pick up your notebook and write. Simply write whatever comes. Do not censor or judge the words. They may mean nothing right now, but they will. Thank She-Shaman for her visit. Let's get another one from here. Guilt. It's about when one person's putting in more effort than the other person, but the other person still wants to take, what's the word? Recognition? For a job that they didn't really have much, they kind of jumped in on it. It's not kind of a team player. This is somebody who will allow you to do the work, but they want to take credit for it as well. Okay. So guilt. Saint Apricot. I am sorry, but I have to take care of myself. The legend. Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profits. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers, and she did all the work, while the so-called partner did nothing. Now she will only give from her excess, not from her reserve. Inspiration. Do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. The personal inquiry. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Key ideas: self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power. And the key words are awareness, awakening, and release. Okay, let's do the meditation for this card. Imagine chains holding you down. As you relax, the links weaken one by one. See and hear each one fall to the ground. With each thud, see a chunk of fear or guilt fall away. When you are free, get up and walk into a glowing apricot light. What happens then? It's like we need to let go of the weakest links in the chain. Okay. Let's get the secret language of colour card. Let me just move some of these decks. Plum, overcome your challenges. Oh, is that lantern there? Look. Torch, a flame. Okay. Let's see if this one's in here. Let's read this one and then I will pull another one. Plum is a colour of devotion, dedication and commitment that connects you to your heart and life purpose. creating deep bonds in friendships and relationships. It also assists you to stay strong through hardships and difficult situations. Plum is a colour of deep inner strength and faith. Use plum rays to overcome challenges and discover your life purpose. Overcoming challenges. If you are facing something difficult, make sure you surround yourself with plum. Wear plum clothes, shoes, or jewellery. Eat plums. Paint with this colour, or visualise a ray of plum to soothe your heart and soul. Find the gift in this challenging experience and allow its insights to come into your mind. Say, Divine Spirit, please use plum ray to guide me through any challenges I may experience with ease, grace, and softness. Okay, plum. She's wearing like a plum gown here. Okay, let's get a card. Lilac. It was the next card. Okay, 42. Strengthen your faith. Lilac strengthens your faith, activates your intuition, and increases your psychic abilities. It is a soft, gentle colour that encourages you to expand your spiritual awareness and improve your connection to the divine. Free yourself from old patterns and regain your inner power with lilac. Strengthen your... oh no, I haven't read that part. Strengthen your faith by bathing yourself in magnificent lilac light. Faith. Faith is a strong belief in something that is not obviously visible to the eye. Too often, people give up just before something incredible is about to occur. Lilac is here to remind you to have faith in the divine. Ask for what you would love to occur, then rub your third eye. Imagine that you have a lilac magnet in your third eye that will start attracting your desires to you. Activate this magnet by visualizing it and saying, activate. Then rejoice internally, knowing that your request has been answered. To strengthen your faith, buy a lilac coloured filter and stick it on a window of your house where the sun enters the room. Sit next to this window and allow yourself to be bathed in the magnificent lilac light. Say, with every breath I take, my faith in myself and the divine is renewed. I am ready to receive the highest love and abundance from the universe. Again, I feel this is a message for the divine feminine. Patience, strengthen your faith. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it with the plum that we read as well. I've got Journey of Love. Let's get a Journey of Love. And we'll see whether we can wrap this reading up. It's very good reading, as in when I was kind of picking up with the journey, because union between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, most definitely within the physical, okay, takes place after union has been found within first, and also when both are in mission, individually in mission. We haven't spoke about that. I was actually speaking to Queen Carp Destiny over at Queen Carp's the other day about this, about how union won't happen until both counterparts are in mission. Okay. Sweet Soul Rising. $20. 10-10. Completions, new beginnings. And I want to say both individually and then they can come together. And there you will have that third energy, the power couple. Okay, 20, let's read this. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. This is the sweetness of surrender into another world. It's a time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world, yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we are headed, but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they are all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen, no matter how much you may want to, or believe that you should. There is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan that includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place even without us striving to make it so. This is one of those times. I do actually believe that if we were completely aware of what our mission here is, it may scare us. The magnitude, the intensity of the change agents that we are. Okay. You're best just to allow it to unfold and just to guide you through the journey that you're here to take. Let's finish with this poem. Oh, we're finishing. Okay. Let's finish with this poem. With innocence I share my heart, a smile expressing with a tear, sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of a blossom high, the air bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun, you have to fly. Desire wells with love that's meant. To wait for heaven's soft embrace, a fruit so firm and succulent, God's promise must remain so chaste, while passion's glow is slowly spent. Such patience born, with time's insight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savours fresh and moist and ripe, the gift of love when it is right. Okay, let's read. Let's leave the reading there. She is the moon, I can see. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. I suppose I'm going to be on tomorrow for a weekend reading. Okay, 53. Let's get going. I will catch up with you guys soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.